Hi, everyone. This is Brad Serton, the Director of Admissions at Fordham Prep, and I'm happy to be with you here on the screencast to just give you a little bit of information on how to apply for financial aid at Fordham Prep. Fordham Prep is very happy to offer a robust financial aid program where we offer well over $4 million a year in financial aid to all of our students. And financial aid is something that's very important to our Jesuit mission. It helps us ensure that all students who are accepted to Fordham Prep have an opportunity to attend. And we're happy to continue to offer this to the class of 2025. So I wanted to just give you some ideas on how to go through that process. And the first thing that I'll tell families to do is go to the Fordham Prep website, which up here you will see is fordhamprep.org. And go and click into the admissions portion of the website. And right here, you'll find a section called Affording Fordham Prep. And this is where you'll find all of our information about applying for financial aid, some questions about the process, and just some frequently asked questions about our whole financial aid program. So as you can see here, we do say that we offer $4 million in tuition assistance every single year. We certainly spent a lot of time and effort supporting families during the COVID pandemic. And then finally, we have a separate financial aid application that we'll talk about in a second. It's due no later than Friday, December 11th of this year. So down here on the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see a number of different questions concerning financial aid, and I really encourage you to look through this in full. I think it'll be a really useful tool if you have specific questions about financial aid, about the process, cutoff dates, and things like that. That's really important to go through. So, for example, if we're just looking at one, what is the income cutoff for receiving financial aid? You'll see our answer is that there's no specific cutoff and that we really evaluate every single application the same way or by the specific individual. So more questions and answers like this can be found down here, which is a really, again, useful tool. But here in the financial aid section is really where we want to focus. And this will give you some information on going through these steps to apply for financial aid. For the class of 2025, those who will be freshmen next year, our financial aid application is open and it's due on December 11th. So that's something that's really important to know, that you should have all of your requirements into our application by December 11th. If you do not, that will really hamper our ability to award you financial aid. And then if you scroll down here are the actual application instructions about setting up your account on FAIR, going through the application and password system. So and paying your fee. So what I'm going to do now is start here in the application instructions. So we do contract with Financial Aid Independent Review, FAIR. It's a separate company that helps us evaluate financial aid applications. And here in point 1, you can click on this and go right to the FAIR application system. When you get to the FAIR application system here up on the top, you will see that there is a section right here that says for parents and guardians, parent and guardian login. So if you are coming here for the first time, click on that section. So once you click on that section, after you have created your own account, you will be able to log back into your account here. But for those of you who are brand new to the process, click on Create New Login. And here you're going to start to put your specific information. So as we do this together, we'll put my name here as a test, ERTON as a test. We're going to use an email from the Fordham Prep world. And we are going to create a very specific password for that. So once you do all of these things, you can create your new login for the FAIR system. So once you hit submit, here is the very important part. So our school code is 169 and the password is FPS 169. And you hit submit. You can still find this on the Fordham Prep admissions section, in the Affording Fordham Prep section right down here. You will also have our school code and school password. So that's really important to know. But 169 and FPS 169. So now you're going to select for the next school year. So you're applying for aid for the next academic year, 2021-2022. Click on it, make sure that button is clicked, and then hit continue. Now, as you can see here, this is where you start putting in your information. So here is just some more information about the process. Something to note that when you do have to upload documents, we do ask that families submit their 2019 tax documents. You can upload them directly once you have completed your application. So this is important to know. This is a place where you can always come back and check the status, pardon me, of your completed application. So this is really important to know. This date, unfortunately, is incorrect. It is December 11th that we're asking families to fill in by the deadline. So this really, really is an important part of the application process, making sure it's in. And then Dr. Morris, who's one of our classroom teachers here at Fordham Prep, is the head of our financial aid committee. So Dr. Morris is someone that you can reach out to with specific questions. So this is a really, really important part that you should take some time to read through as well. This is also some information just about the application and filling it in, and getting some information about financial aid, about the process that fairs go through. So you should read this very, very carefully and go through this as well. So we click OK, and here is where we start to come to your specific information. So you would fill this out in full. And then because we can't go through the entire thing without me filling out specific information, you'll have to go through household information, dependent information, information about your income, assets and debt, expenses, special circumstances, review, and finally, there is a $30 fee for applying for financial aid. So once you get to this point, you can start an application, log out and log back in, and continue your application. And then once you're complete with your application, you will pay your $30 fee, as well as have the ability to upload documents. In the past, you could mail them or via the mail or email them, but here now we have the ability, or fax them. The ability to upload documents once you've completed your application is going to help ensure that you've completed your application on time. So that's really important as well. So once you complete this information, you click save, and then you can go through the different types of sections, complete your full application, pay your fee, upload your documents, and you're done. And again, being done by December 11th is a really important part of this process. It allows us to ensure that we can look at your application during the admissions process. If it's completed after that, that may hinder our ability to award aid in specific situations. So please do this on time. And again, going back to our financial aid page, this is something, again, that you should review in full in terms of frequently asked questions about our aid program and the steps to apply for financial aid. So again, I think our website is a wealth of information about how to go through the process, how to get to the FAIR website, and how to submit your application. But we're always willing to help, whether it's Dr. Morris, whose information is listed here, or one of us in the admissions office. We are always very happy to help. And I also will make one or two other quick points. Here in the bottom right corner of the screen, you will see a small tab where you can actually scroll through and pick different languages. So for those of you that might speak a language other than English at home, or read a language other than English, this is a place where you can translate the Fordham Prep website into over 20 different languages. So that might be very, very helpful. Here is Spanish, here is Italian. It might be really helpful as you go through this process with you and your family as well. So that's something to note. I will make one more statement saying that financial aid is not a loan. Financial aid is an award that you receive directly from the school in the hopes that you'll be an active member of the school community, but you don't need to pay financial aid back. But again, I really strongly suggest that you go to the Fordham Prep website here first and the Affording Fordham Prep page to get a better sense of what applying for financial aid looks like. And then when you're ready and you feel comfortable, go to fairapp.com, which again, you can go to right from here, and go to parent login and begin your process. And don't forget our codes, F169 and FPS169 to do so. So again, if you have any other questions about this, feel free to contact our admissions office. We're more than happy to help. But I hope this tutorial has been helpful. And if we can do anything, please don't hesitate to ask. Thanks so much.